Uh, this is Sheik Musa Khalil, the Kadi of Acholi in this northern part of Uganda. And we became friends after quite a long period. We have been working together for promoting peace in the northern part of Uganda. And we learned that it was good to be together because the war caused death to many people. The war did not distinguish between Muslim, Catholic, or Anglican, or Orthodox, but any. So we said we must come together.
Excellent. And so did you buy that when he said it? Were you on board from the very beginning?
Truly, as he has explained, we came on board after realizing that some priests were killed in ambushes, some Muslim sheikhs were similarly killed in the ambushes, reverends killed in the ambushes, and we go together for the funeral services. We realized that it is true. We put aside our differences despite of our way of belief, but we should come together for the common purpose of seeing that pacification of northern Uganda takes place and our people live in peace, because indeed the region was highly ravaged by war. Children were being abducted, women being abused, abducted, and many people were dying, and many got displaced by that time. People were running into the internally displaced camps, whereby the camps put all together.
Excellent. Very, very good. So Bishop, tell me about this particular ground and what the significance of this place is.
This area was actually an open space for traders, taxi people, but during the war there were no taxis here. People were away. And this place was being used by children who were running from abduction, from their villages, from other, areas where they were being handed for. And they found that it was safer here. Some were sleeping under the verandas there in the evening, and also this side under the verandas, and then down there. And we decided to come as a part of our advocacy, solidarity, sympathy with them. And it was a way of advocacy for them. So we had to decide to come here and sleep with them for 4 nights.
And what were you thinking when, who proposed the idea first? Or did you come up with it in a meeting? How did the idea come to you?
Well, we were holding a conference in St. Monica, which is a Catholic center. And during our lunch, an idea came from one of us that why don't we really show solidarity with the children of northern Uganda who are running away from fear of abduction by the rebels. The children were committing in their thousands. There were very big centers set where children were spending nights. It was really very, very, very bad. The situation was not good. We got very much worried because the same children who are running away from fear of abduction were school-going children. And the children who are running for fear of abduction are the very children who are citizens of Uganda and sitting the same examination, PLE, Uganda Primary Living Education examination. So the children from North who commit, run to sleep for safety are the very children who sit the same examination. That touched our heart, seeing really that my own children were running even by that time for safety because the rebels were attacking the suburbs of the municipality. One day, our third night, there were sound of guns roaring that night at around 11 in the night.
Up
So
to midnight.
up to midnight.
Yeah.
That was the situation.
So tell me about how you walked here, and you both, along with two other religious leaders.
We imitated the children. They were taking in a plastic bag some paper, this hard board, which they were putting down to sleep on. But for us, especially for me, I just picked a blanket and put in this one of these white plastic papers, and I put it on my shoulder. I started walking from my place 5 kilometers away to this center. And he also started, he was nearby here. It was shorter for him. Then we had the other one from also near to me there, about 4 kilometers away. So we walked from different directions. Him, the Muslim, the Anglican, the Orthodox, and then myself, Catholic. We walked. The first day, the children saw us moving. Said, what is happening with our leaders? Until they saw us here. Then we laid down together with them. Huh? Then the second day, we were to come. They joined us. They were calling us colleagues. So because we were all putting these plastic bags with our blankets inside and walking just like them until here. So the 4 nights we were spending with them. But the first day was a very cloudy. It was a bit chilly. We felt they were feeling bad. The second day it was raining. You know, a gutter like this was filled with water. And the children, because they were so tired, they could sleep there without bothering. So we had to go and pick them and take them under the shelter. Pick them, take them under the shelter, and so on, until we cleared them. And then the other day, we had to throw blankets on them one by one because they did not have anything to cover themselves with. So that was also a part of our sympathy. Then the 4th day, we had another occasion, another event, where we decided now to tell them, we are going to be here with you the last time. Then we are telling you why we decided to come with you. You are a part of us. You are our children. You are the future of this nation. So we cannot allow you to suffer like this without us feeling together with you and also causing your pain to, you know?
Excellent.
Yeah.
So tell me about how your actions together began the path to peace.
Thank you very much. Our coming together since the coverage by CNN, BBC, it was watched worldwide. And some Americans decided on their own to work also, have a place to share similarly what the children, emulate what the children in northern Uganda are undergoing. Later it was joined up to China. Nearly 47 countries joined that. And it was really the time that the world started knowing that there is something wrong in northern Uganda. Because it was children affected, and our advocacy was for children, and our concern was for children. Because we say this, that children are the future of any tribe, the future of any nation, the future of the whole international community are children. So the whole world raised highbrow and join us. And we are very happy because approach to the conflict resolution increased and government started attending seriously. Even the United Nations, Children Fund, all started coming to see that really the conflict comes to an end. And the speedy way approach towards ending the conflict started with several other coordination with the Juba approaches. Lastly, I thank God that 2 years later, the peace talk began, and we were there as observer and still advocating for the rights of children in northern Uganda.
Now tell me how you feel when you look back on that. that on those events, and then go to the other side. You see probably a couple of these grown men were children.
Oh, yes.
But to see the vibrant activity, to see the city has come back. Tell me about that part. That the public needs to realize that these efforts, when conducted across all religions, do result in change. This is change. This is power.
You know, very interesting. This is something I learned as a part of my experience of going through this. Really, violence appears to be very powerful, but in front of peace, violence is powerless. You can see now. Here now, you see the number of vehicles around, and the business, the boom of business after receiving peace. People are very happy. They are now committed to rebuild themselves and to promote the good of this area and of the nation at large. And many people like this place now very much. Those from Kampala, they come here. Even from Sudan, they come here. And from all other areas, they like Gulu very much. It was a result of hard work for attaining peace, which I'm happy that it is successful.
Thank you very much. So, what is it about religions that, you know, as was URI talks about how there was the United Nations could bring all leaders together, but how challenging it is to bring all religions together. What is the nature of that? Why has it been up until now so difficult for different religions to work together?
Well, thank God that the initiative.
Hold on, just let this truck go.
Thank God that the initiative we started has developed to the extent that many parts of the world are emulating now, coming together. Interreligious Council of Uganda, a body that brings leaders at the national level, also came together, and African leaders has also formed, different religious leaders have formed a religious group for Africa, and leave alone that the world body also formed interfaith, whereby the differences as in the past is wearing out, where very few areas in the world are still having and harboring that tendency of very much seeing it difficult to come together. But it is important that we have separated a gospel of unity, coexistence, that is going across our regional countries neighboring Uganda. Sudan has emulated, they have their own. Congo has already emulated. Kenya has, thank God, Tanzania similar, and Rwanda. I believe they have now where religious leaders can come together. And when after spending nights here, the Interreligious Council of Uganda, the Mufti of Uganda, the Cardinal, the Metropolitan of the Orthodox, all those leaders also came and visited the children, just following what we have been doing. It's great.
And, most interestingly, in this process of struggling for peace, we were made aware of URI, United Religions Initiative. They invited us to be part of this, and we went and narrated our story in the assembly in California. And after that, we came back to multiply the good we learned from them, the sense of promoting unity of religious groups together for peace initiative, and that increased. And I'm very grateful that this group has visited here at least twice, if not 3 times.
3 times.
3 times has visited Gulu, and also some of the groups that were suffering, like the women, they called them Golden women's voice and to listen and support them in what they were going through. And that was a healing, you know. There's a healing process. That was a very good thing. And this is how religions, when they unite, they can bring good for humanity.